And good evening and welcome to A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Verse. I'm Sean and it's 11:30 at night, so I apologise in advance. I am going to ramble and I'm going to be a little bit incoherent. But with the latest PTU patch that CIG just dropped, they have given us the ability to go into Invictus launch week proper and see the new ships that they're going to be announcing in a few days, so I thought I'd get ahead of the curve. Now, I've pulled the ships out of the game files because it's a lot easier to show. I'm not time limited that way. They are in 3ds Max. Unfortunately, I don't have them textured. There's actually two. One of them is a straight to drivable, which is a vehicle, and the other one's a holo viewer, so that one's not going to be ready just yet. That's going to be a concept sale. I'm going to start with the drivable vehicle first, which is this little guy right here. This is the Drake Mule, which a few people have heard of at this point. It's been fairly strongly rumoured. It's a little cargo buggy. These here are they're cargo proxies. Now I suspect, looking around the vehicle here, these are actually the handheld carryable boxes. So it looks like on each side you've got a little grid where you can carry three of the small handheld boxes. On the underside, if we look at the front here. Actually, no, sorry, it's from the back. That is a standard, or I believe is a standard 1 SCU box. Now, what's interesting is when we come to the front here, if I click on this, you might not be able to see it on screen, but that says cargo forearm. And if I click on the next bit, cargo grip. What I think this does, and this appears to be a one-seater, I'm not quite sure how you get in and out though, is I think this here, oh, there we go, yeah, entry door. So that's called the entry door. What I think happens here is this comes down, these little arms extend out, grab your 1 SCU boxes, let's say you've just dropped them off at a hangar somewhere, and then just stows them so that you can drive them around. It's not a vehicle for now, obviously, we have no use for that, but when the cargo refactor comes in, next patch, for now, this could be a legitimately useful little vehicle, especially for people that are handling smaller amounts of cargo and need to move across a hangar back and forth. I wouldn't buy one with real money, I'd buy it with in-game credits, but yeah, this could be a legitimately useful little vehicle. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the Drake Mule? I mean, it's very top heavy, it's going to fall over a lot, but I don't think this is something you're going to take off road. If you do, you're not loading cargo in the right place. So yeah, that's the Drake Mule. Let's have a look at the holo viewer ship. This is, oh sugar, I lost it. The Anvil Legionnaire. Now, I believe I've got it scaled correctly. It is difficult to tell with the holo viewer models. They tend to export in the correct scale. And looking at the MAV thrusters here compared to the Avenger Titans, the Anvil thrusters tend to be slightly larger, so I'm fairly confident in that scale there being about right. It does give us a cockpit there as well, roughly the same size as the Titans, so it looks to be slightly bigger than an Avenger Titan, not a very big ship. This is a dedicated boarding craft. Now I know you might be thinking, well hang on, Anvil's already got the Valkyrie, right? Why do they need another dropship? As I say, it's a boarding craft. We do have boarding crafts. We actually have currently 2 boarding crafts in game, which is the Vanguard Hoplite, which is a retrofitted boarding craft, and the Asperia Prowler, which is more of a stealth drop than it is a dedicated boarding craft. The Redeemer was originally a boarding craft, however, they obviously changed that. It's now a gunship. And so there isn't really that niche for a boarding craft anymore. Now, based on the in-game text, this Anvil Legionnaire can hold 8 troops. It has 8 drop seats. So it is a Vanguard Hoplite competitor, essentially, is what I can see this being. And considering its size as well, it's actually slightly smaller than the Hoplite. So it's going to be very compact. I don't see there being much in the way of living quarters in here. I think this is going to be very much leave a carrier craft, whether that be a Kraken or an Idris, etc. Fly your troops up to wherever you need to fly them, and then fly back. You're not going to hang around in space in this thing. One thing I have noticed as well is I don't see any weapon hardpoints anywhere on this ship. Now, does that mean that, you know, this is just not going to have any weapons? Does it mean that it's maybe got very limited weapons? There could be a couple of weapon hardpoints here, for example. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be a situation of CIG going, you know what, this isn't meant to fight? We're not giving her anything. She's just got a shed load of armor, which, I mean, looking at it, she looks like she's got a lot of armor. She's got a lot of shielding. You take the hits, and then you get the heck out of dodge. It'd be interesting to see them go that route, actually. A ship that cannot attack back, but can really take a beating. It would be very interesting, and it would suit Anvil very well, and it would suit this look. Now, looking around the ship, it's a bit odd, actually. We can see what looks to be the landing gear here. So we've got landing skids at the front. I don't see any other landing skids unless it's these here. We have what appears to be a boarding ramp at the rear. You got to get in and out somehow, right? What appears to be a docking collar at the top, although that could also be a radar. I don't know yet. But it is described in-game as being dedicated to boarding other craft and having multiple ways of doing so. So there could be some elements to this ship that we don't even know yet. Only time will tell. I guess we're going to have to wait and see for Friday or Thursday, if Jared talks about it on Inside Star Citizen, as to what to expect with this ship. But yeah, that's the two new vessels, and obviously the RSI Scorpius. But everyone's seen an X-wing. You don't need me to show that, right? Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And with that, I thank you all for watching. Catch y'all next time. Hopefully not at stupid o'clock at night, so I'll actually have more sleep.